everyone, great to see you. How are you all? It's been a lovely weekend, hasn't it? Some sunshine and a bit of rain. That's what we're used to in our jolly England. What have you guys been up to at the weekend? Have you been busy? Have you been relaxing? Have you been chilling? Well, there was quite a big group of people that did the challenge of the 3 peaks at the weekend, and from our school there was Joe, Billy and Jacob, Mr Talbot, Mr Hill, Mrs McGuinness and Miss Kelsey, who did a fantastic job of climbing some really steep and challenging mountains with a really gust high wind. So they did extremely well and we're all really pleased. And I think they raised almost £2,000, which is a fantastic achievement. All in the aid of Miss Janice's charity, which I can't remember at the moment. Overgate, thank you Mr Allen. Okay, so there's some fantastic performances last week and we'll go on to our stars of the week later. But the work that was being produced last week was absolutely amazing and I've got some examples to show you. So, this is Jacob's scrapbook, and it says scrapbook, but it's not really. It's got some amazing work in it. If you have a look through, I hope you can see the amount of time that he spent putting this together and the thought behind each of his work is fantastic. So that's this, and some short stories as well that you can see there. Well done, Jacob. If you remember last week we said that anything that came to my table you'd get 10 learning tokens. So Jacob, 10 learning tokens, well deserved to you. I did mention that Rayhan last week had started his entry-level certificate in English, and he's done quite a few more booklets this week, so I thought I'd show those as well. Joining Rayhan, also Josh. Josh has been doing some AQA work for his PSC qualification, and there's so much work and effort gone into these booklets, as you can see. Well done, Josh, 10 learning tokens. And then on to art. Some fantastic owl drawings here, and that's Kai's, and this one is Joe Murphy's, and a fantastic one from Billy Joe, and also Danny Booth. Well done, lads, amazing effort gone into those. And then I showed you the start of some work on Shibden Hall last week. And this is the masterpiece. I'm hoping I have to stand up. Hoping that you guys can see that. Can you see that quite clearly? Hopefully, some fantastic effort that's gone into that drawing there. Really proud of you. And then one more, just 1 minute. I think I mentioned this work last week, and it's Jackson Pollock's work. And Danny's been working on this with Lewis Ailbury, Jaden, Kai, Joe and Billy Joe. Some fantastic work there. I quite like that in my front room. Okay, on to books. Last week we talked about books, and this week I've got a couple more to share with you. I told you about my work and my reading around some fiction books, The Girl Who Could Speak Bear. I'm probably about that far from finishing in it. It's so exciting. But this last week I also found a couple of non-fiction books. And this one has been around a while actually, because you can see that I've read it on several occasions and I've shared it with several members of the leadership team. It's a fantastic book. It's called Courageous Leadership. And it really brings home to me all the effort that the leadership team put into managing and running schools. So that's a fantastic book. Members of staff, if you ever want a good read, anything you want to fall back on, have a look at that. Some great stuff in there. And also this one's called Legacy. It's by James Kerr. And basically it talks about All Blacks and about the All Blacks rugby and how they can teach us through their experiences about the business of life. And it really relates to matters arising from education in schools as well. So I'm going to be handing this out to several members of staff over this next week. So watch out for your emails. I was delighted last week to receive an email from Owen. And Owen is going to start writing his own book. I think actually he's put some bits together. and he would like that book published, so we'll see how it goes. And the title of his book is going to be The Secrets of the Prehistoric World. So let's see how that goes the next few weeks, Owen, and hopefully we can try and get that published for you. Okay, happy birthdays. Several birthdays this week. So happy birthday goes to Stephen Mulcahy, Mr Hemingway, Mr Loughnane, Paul Cousins, Miss Clegg, Miss Milner and Miss Boyle. So happy birthday to you guys. Have a lovely week. On to certificates. As I said, an amazing week last week. So, in Bronte, this young man has had an awesome week, and this goes to Billy Joe for fully engaging in all learning opportunities and much improved reading. Well done, Billy. In Lowry, the award goes to James McNamara for managing lots of change well and working hard to keep himself on track. Well done, James. In Mozart, the award goes to Lucas Johnson for managing himself well in difficult situations and dealing well with a number of changes. A pleasure to have you back, Lucas. Well done, Lucas. In Newton, the award goes to Jack Fox for producing some outstanding poetry, artwork and baking, and for showing real positivity to his schoolwork and school in general. Well done, Jack. In Hargreaves, the award went to AJ Elliott. During his transition to Hargreaves, AJ has been excellent. He has completed all his work to a very good standard and has fitted in with his peers, socially too. He is a welcomed, wonderful new addition to our bubble. Well done, AJ. Lovely words. In Priestley, the award goes to Paul for completing his diploma in PSE in record time. Well done, Paul. That just shows with a bit of effort you can achieve. Good lad. And in Adams, the award goes to Bailey Keast for completing his entry-level maths work and being supported with other members of the bubble. Well done. In Nightingale, the award goes to Harry for a positive week at school. Well done, Harry. In Clancy, the award goes to Delonte for a much improved attitude to his learning. And in Whittaker, the award goes to Joe Notter, for engaging in and completing all the activities in class all week. Great learning opportunities. And in Best, the award goes to two young men. The first one to Cameron for his brilliant behaviour on a trip to Withensea and his follow-up work in his scrapbook. Well done, Cam, fantastic. And then to Finlay for completing his work to a high standard and ahead of time for college. Not easy, Finn, isn't it? But you're doing a great job. Well done. Okay, so my last little bit is to share with you a fact. And remember this book I showed you last week? Fun Facts, Believe It or Not. It's a great book. So it's called Super Goo. And that's it on the left hand side there, this bit here, Super Goo. So it says, parrotfish blow their own bubble of goo to protect themselves at night. It keeps away parasites that bite them and suck their blood. Okay, so that is the parrotfish producing its super goo. Okay, that's me done for a while now. So stay here because we'll be looking forward to seeing Super Science Stead, Miss Chelsea, Miss Harriet and Matt with a spot of music. See you soon.
Hi lads, so this is another episode of Stead Super Science, and today what I'm going to show you is how to pour smoke like a liquid. Okay, now this is going to be in two parts, so there's me going to be showing you what to do and what you need, and then there's the actual demonstration that I do. So to start with then, what do we need to make smoke pour like a liquid? Okay, well, you need a pencil. You need some tin foil, a cold glass that's been in the freezer or the fridge, something to light the the metal tube that we're going to make with this foil, and 7 or 8 matches. Now, because you're going to be using matches to do this, and you're going to be lighting it, and there's going to be quite a lot of heat, this needs to be done under adult supervision. You do not do this on your own, okay? Has to be done under adult supervision. So you get your pencil, place it in your foil, so the end of the pencil's sticking out. You get your matches in a bunch, you place them at the top of the pencil, and there needs to be some foil left above the matches, okay? And then you roll the pencil and the matches, roll them up in the foil. If you've got fingers like me and you're clumsy, it's really difficult. But with your small fingers, it'll be alright. But remember, this has to be done under adult supervision. Okay? You just roll it up into a tube, not too tight. Okay. Alright. And you've got your metal tube, you pull your pencil out, keep the bottom bit as a tube, you seal off the top so no smoke can get out of the top, and then where the matches are, if you feel them, and then flatten it to the end of the matches, and then leave the rest as a tube. Get your cold glass, place the tube in facing down, and then you're going to use your heat source to light and heat up where the end of the matches are. You need to find where the end of the matches are, and then you apply heat. Now I'm using a chef's lamp in my a chef's torch, sorry, in my demonstration. You'd be better off, if you're going to try it at home under adult supervision, to use one of those wand lighters, you know, that you click to use like a gas cooker. Your parents or carers will know what they are, okay? And then basically you apply the heat to where the matches are, and what will happen is eventually they will ignite inside the tube. The smoke will travel down the tube into the glass, and you will then be able to pour the smoke like a liquid. Okay? The reason why you're able to do that is because when the smoke gets into the glass, this glass is cold. The coldness of the glass makes the smoke denser than the air around it. So instead of the smoke going up like you'd expect, perhaps out of a chimney, it stays in the glass because it's denser than the air around it, and then you're able to pour it out like a liquid. And it's amazing. And you'll see it shortly. All right, take care. See you next week.
Good morning everyone, how are you? I hope you're all feeling okay today. So in today's assembly, we're going to continue to learn the signs for weather. In last week's assembly, we started off by learning fog, hail, ice, rain, sun and sunshine. So today you're going to need your dominant hand, that's the hand that you write with, and you're going to take your index finger. With your index finger, you're going to draw a lightning bolt for lightning. 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 Then we have thunder. For thunder, you're going to need both hands, you're going to clench them together and put them at the sides of your ears as if you're covering your ears, as if you're scared. Thunder. Thunder. Then we have snow. Unlike fog, where you have your palms facing inwards, you're going to this time have them facing outwards, and you're going to make circular motions in front of your face. Snow. Snow. Then last but not least, we have wind, and for wind you're going to use your dominant hand and place it at the dominant side of your face and flap your hand inwards and outwards. Wind. Wind. Thanks for watching, guys, and get practicing. See you all soon. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. So, I know at the minute that we can't travel the world, but we can still learn about different countries. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Spain. I'm going to give you an interesting fact. So, every year Spain hold the biggest food fight ever. It's called La Tomatino, and people throw over 150,000 tomatoes every single year. Imagine how fun that would be. So what I want you to do is find a fact about any country, and you can either call me or get your teacher to send me an email with the information. Good luck, everyone. Can't wait to hear them.
Hi, hope you're okay. Hope you had a good weekend. Today we're going to be learning the last of our 3 magic chords. Now, if you remember, we've already learned so far how to play a C chord and how to play a D chord. Today we're going to be looking at how to play a G chord. Now, playing a G chord is probably the most difficult chord out of the 3 magic chords, but I think you'll all be able to play it. What we're going to need is our 3 fingers again. We're going to put our second finger on the 3rd fret on our lowest string, the E string. We're going to put our first finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and we're going to put our 3rd finger all the way over here on the 3rd fret on our high E string. And we're going to play all 6 strings like this. And that is how you play a G chord. Have a good week.
Hello again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those. Just remember Miss Harriet's challenge there. I couldn't believe that. 150,000 tomatoes thrown. So if you can come up with a fact from any other part of the world, get those emailed over to Harriet. Fantastic. So before we finish, I'm going to go to the red bucket and pull out 5 tickets. I think we've given away 10 prizes so far. So first up, let's have a look. Bailey Newsom, Lavelle, 3 more, Callum Rawson, couple more, Caden, goes back in, and last but not least, Josh Osborne. So you 5 boys are lucky enough to receive a little prize, and I know Miss Randall will sort that out. So before we finish, a couple of things more important than a joke. 2 jokes, and we can always do a little what we call a barometer on how good the jokes are, because Mr. Allen will laugh very loudly, I'm sure. So my first one is, why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it wasn't peeling well. Oh, wait for it, Mr. Allen. This one gets better, gets better. Are you ready? How do you make an octopus laugh? And Mr. Allen goes, I don't know, Mrs. Ackroyd. How do you make an octopus marvellous laugh. With tentacles. 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 That's one of my favourites. Okay then, boys and members of staff, thank you so much for the effort you put in this last week. I'm very, very proud of you. Don't forget, any learning that comes to my desk, my table this next week will earn you 10 learning tokens. Keep trying hard, stay safe and look after yourselves. See you next week.